Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi.
So today's Murli, it's Vyakt Murli of February 2007, 15 Feb 2007. And the title of the Murli is To Remain Awake from the Sleep of Carelessness, Laziness, and Giving Excuses is the true Jagran of Shiv Ratri. So this is the Murli which Baba conducted on Shiv Ratri, telling us the true significance of Shiv Ratri. And Baba in the Murli explains that how and what is true Jagran, and that how do we remain combined with Baba. So it is our birthdays together. And Baba also gives the blessing of purity. So he says, be holy and be yogi. So what is the true Jagran? As we see from the title, it is to remain awake from the sleep of carelessness, laziness, and giving excuses. These are the weakness which attracts all the five vices, the carelessness, the laziness, and excuse. So Baba explains that how do we remain liberated from this weakness. So today Bap Dada has specially come to meet his extremely beloved, long lost and now found children from everywhere. So Baba is meeting his long lost and now found children who are worthy of God's love. The Father, without an image, has come to celebrate the birthday of the children. He is Nirakar, but he has come to celebrate the birthday of the children. He says it's his birthday and it is also the day when we, the children, were born. So all of you have also specially come today to celebrate the unique birthday. Have you not? Throughout the whole cycle, no one else can have this birthday. So Shiv Ratri is coming. It is on the 1st March, and there are many plans that how do we give the message of Shiv Baba. So today Bap Dada is giving us that enthusiasm that it is the birthday. It is a very special day. It's a unique birthday. You would never have heard of this father and the children having a birthday on the same day. So have all of you come to celebrate the father's birthday, or have you also come to celebrate the children's birthday? Because in the whole cycle, God, the Father, and the godly children have so much love that even their birthday is on the same day. They're so much together. Baba says in the whole cycle, and even beyond that, we're so much together that we have the birthday on the same day. You know, in Lokik also it is said in the world that if when you share the birthdays on the same month or same day, that means you match a lot. So here also Baba says, because we have been together and for a long, long time, so we share the same birthday. So Baba says, the father is not going to carry out the task of world transformation alone. We're together. He wants to do it with the children. It is only at this conference age that you experience the alaukic love of being together and the love of being a companion. Companion means being similar. So the bird is also same. So Baba says it is only this time that we share this much togetherness and companionship with Baba. The father and the children have such deep love for one another that their birthday is on the same day. And where do you stay? Do you live alone or with the father? Each child says with zeal and enthusiasm, I am combined with the father. You remain combined, do you not? You do not live alone, do you? Check this point what Baba is giving us, that we remain combined or we live alone. Even when in Gyan Magi, when we've started this journey, We experience Baba and his company, but many times it happens that we are like not connected and we feel lonely. So Baba says you do not live alone, right? Every time we are with Baba, we are combined, so there's no question of separation. You do not live alone, do you? Your birthday is together. Your birthday is together, you live together, and what is the further promise? You are together, you will remain together, and you will return home together to your sweet home. Have you seen as much love between any other father and child or any other companion for that matter? So there's no love greater than this, that you remain together, you are together, you remain together, and you return home together, because every other soul is on their individual journey, but it is only father and the child, that the God and we the godly children, that we are combined and we have the same journey. So Baba says, no matter which child it is, whether where the child is or what he is like, he is with the father and he is going to go home with the father. So you have come to celebrate the unique and the loveliest of all birthdays. Whether you are celebrating while sitting in front, whether you are in this land or abroad, you're all celebrating together everywhere at the same time. So Baba says, no matter how the child is, but he's going to go home with the father. We are together, and this is a very unique and loveliest birthday. Bab Dada is seeing everywhere how the children are singing the song of Vaha Baba, Vaha this birthday in their heart with a lot of zeal and enthusiasm. If Baba puts on the switch, he's able to hear in his ears the sound from everywhere, the sound of zeal and enthusiasm from their hearts. Seeing the enthusiasm of all children, Bab Dada is giving them multi-million fold greetings for the divine birthday. We were born in the true sense when we recognized Father, so it was a true birthday. In fact, a festival, Utsav, means to stay in zeal and enthusiasm. Utsav. Utsav and Utsav. So all of you are celebrating this festival with enthusiasm. The devotees have given it the name Shiv Ratri. Today, Bab Dada is giving greetings to that devotee soul who started the devotion of Shiva at the beginning of Copper Age, who has copied the celebration of this unique birthday, that who has tried to copy this celebration of this Sangam Yug in Copper Age. So you celebrate with knowledge and love, whereas the devotee soul celebrated with faith and devotion. Because the devotees, they do not have direct relationship with the God. And now Baba says that you are Baba's lovely child, companion, and so you celebrate with knowledge and love. So for the devotee soul, Baba says, he has copied you well. So today, Bab Dada was giving congratulations to that child because he has played a good part in copying. Look how they have copied in every respect. One needs wisdom even to copy. The main thing is that on this day, the devotees to hold a fast, copy. So Baba is now comparing that what is the reality and what is the imitated version, what has been copied, and how there is similarity. Like the one who has copied has tried to make it similar, because there is some knowledge which emerges in Copper Age, and the soul, it tries to like put in some form, physical form, because every subtle thing which we have here in Sangam Yug is then put in the physical form, materialistic form, more or less similar or some mixturity in Copper Age. So Baba says that it has been copied. And what is one thing he says? They hold a fast. They observe a fast of food and drink out of faith. They make a vow to make their attitude elevated. Shivratri, they say they offer all the akdhatura and all the bad things to Shiva. Bholanath, they say. So they have also observed that what does it mean? That they vow to leave their negativities. So they have to observe this fast every year. And what vow have you made? You make the vow just once. You do not make this every year. We have made it once, that when we got the knowledge, when we recognized Shiv Baba, we made this promise. We do not make it every year. Then this promise is sustained. You made the vow of purity only once. So what is the first promise we make? That is of purity, which is the basis of this knowledge. So Baba says, have all of you made this vow of purity? Have you made it firm? Those who have made the vow of purity firm, raise your hands. Firm. Baba stresses it's firm, not even a little bit weak. Is it firm? Acha, there is also another question. Congratulations for this. Baba says, however, impurity has 5 main companions. No, so Baba is first now reminding us of the promise of purity, and he's stressing on firmness, and then he says impurity also, it has 5 main companions. Is that right? You may not. Okay, have you made a promise for all 5 of them, or have you made it only for 2 or 3? So where there is purity, if there is the slightest trace of impurity, would that soul be called a completely pure soul? I was asking that we say pure, and if there is a slight weakness or slight impurity, so it is complete purity. And for you Brahmin souls, purity is the property. We have to make ourselves realize the importance of purity. Who does the realization? Who does the realization? Atma may be who does the realization? It is the buddhi, the intellect. So when we listen to Murli, when we are listening godly versions, we are like refining our intellect, clearing our intellect, so that it is able to recognize, realize, and then the transformation begins. So Baba says that purity, realize the importance of purity. Why is purity important for me? What happens in the absence of purity? Baba says purity, it is the mother of peace and happiness. So we realize the importance of purity. So today we are going to do this exercise. We're going to realize, make ourselves realize that because Brahmins have started following purity, because it is the law of this knowledge. So we started, but then complete pure, and it is always pure. So at every level, physical level, subtle level, what is purity? What is the deep definition of purity? What obstructs me from being pure? Sometimes not being completely pure in mansa or in vacha. So realizing and making us again, realize the importance of purity. So to this, Baba says that purity is the property, personality, and royalty of Brahmin life. So check, in having complete purity, it should not be that you pay attention to the main thing about purity, but that you become a little slack with its other companions. You have kept love for the little ones and put the main one right. Has the Father given you permission to be slack with the other 4? Purity doesn't mean just celibacy, but brahmachari. To become a brahmachari means one who is observing the vow of purity. All of you have a heart-to-heart conversation, and some children in their heart-to-heart conversation say very sweet things to Baba. Baba, we are okay in the main thing, but the little ones sometimes enter our mind. Baba says, no, 5 main vices. So Baba says, okay, main we have like conquered, but then there are subtle things which are impacting the mind. They come into our thoughts. They do not come into words, and no one can see the thoughts. Some say one generally has love for little children, and so we also have love for these four. There is anger, there's attachment. We don't want it, but it comes. So Bab Dada says, if anyone comes, it is because you have left the door open that they come. So why did you open the door? Again, when to open the door, that also realization power is needed. If you don't realize, you don't recognize, and if there's someone with bad intentions and you open the door, then they're going to enter. So Baba says, realize that where to give my attention and where to give my focus to and where not. So Baba says, why did you open the door? You have left the door of weakness open. What is this door? What is this very subtle door from where these vices they enter? The door of weakness. There is some weakness. So when when the intellect, when the soul is in the influence of the weakness, the vices they overpower. This is the checking that, okay, when do I become influenced by the vices? It is because of some weakness. Because when I'm strong, the vices cannot impact the soul. So what are the weakness which make me weak, or which give chance for these vices to come and overpower? I have to list down those weakness for me so that the next time I understand. The thing is, why do we fail? Because we do not realize and understand that it is because of this weakness that the vices have entered. So the one thing which we will do now is now list down those weakness that make us become a slave to the vices. So to open the door of weakness means to invoke them. Two things: the importance of purity, and what are the weakness that allow the vices to come in. So Baba says, we invoke them through our weakness. So on this day, you're celebrating the birthday of the Father and your own. But you also made a promise on the day that you took birth. What was the first blessing that the Father gave you? Do you remember it? Do you remember the blessing of your birthday? What was the blessing that Baba gave? May you be pure, may you be yogi. Do all of you remember this blessing? Do you remember it? You haven't forgotten, have you? You were given the blessing, may you remain pure, not in just one thing, but of all five. The five vices that we have to now leave. So what does Bap Dada want today? You have come to celebrate the birthday. You have also come to celebrate the Father's birthday. Have you not? You have come here to celebrate Shiv Ratri. So have you brought a gift for the birthday? Baba is asking that when you go to celebrate a birthday, you carry a gift. So what is the gift that we give to Baba? Or have you come empty-handed? Just on the receiving side. No, but no, this is a communion, no? That we share. So Baba says, what have you brought? 70 years of establishment are now being completed. That time it was the 70 years completed of the yajna. So Baba says 70 years done. Even if you have come just recently, you are still companions in the task of establishment. Are you not? You are companions. Are you not? No, Baba was asking all the new ones that even if you have come a little later also, then also you are companions. Even if you have come here for the first time, those who have come here for the first time, raise your hands. So this is a wonderful knowledge which is beyond time. It really doesn't matter when do you come, but how fast you can go is what matters. And there's a complete chance for everyone who's coming, new or even for the first time, even after 70 years of establishment, can go ahead of the older ones. So Baba says that those who have come for the first time, raise your hands. Those who have come to meet Baba in Madhuban for the first time, raise your hands. Raise your hands high. Even if you have come just for a year or two, what do you all call yourself? Are you Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris or Purusharth Kumars and Kumaris? So Brahmachari, what Baba mentioned earlier. So Baba says we are Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris. The moment we understand the knowledge and recognize Baba. So what do you call yourself? Do any of you call yourself the Purusharthi Kumars? No. So you put up the signs of Brahma Kumaris, do you not? Do all of you write BK or PK? Purusharthi Kumar. So Purusharthi Kumars, so what was the promise? That you will stay together, you will return together. What was the blessing that Baba gave in this Murli? May you remain holy and may you remain yogi. And what is the promise that we have made? That we will be together and we will return together. That you will remain combined. And so to be combined, you need equality. So this is the gift that we offer to Baba today. That Baba, we will remain combined. And remaining combined will make us equal. And we have this equality. We have Baba's sanskar, and so we are combined. So this is the swaman that we're going to practice the whole day. I'm combined with Baba. So we have been celebrating the festival of the 70th anniversary. Bab Dada has seen that every zone that has come to serve has been celebrating the 70th anniversary. You have the honoring ceremony, do you not? So Baba says, so that we have come to celebrate this anniversary. You simply give little gifts and that is all. However, firstly, today is the birthday and you have come to celebrate it. Are you sure? Secondly, the 70th year is now completed. So you're also celebrating the honoring ceremony and also the birthday. And so what gift will you give? Is it that you will give a tray or a sheet? What gifts have you brought? Okay, we will give a silver glass. However, on this day, Bab Dada's pure desire for his children, who are the lamps of hope, is, should Baba tell? The pure desire of Baba. So those sitting in the first row, should Baba tell you? What does it mean for Baba to tell you and for you to hear it? It is that you hear it with your ears and you merge it in your heart. So when we listen to the Murli also, we are like hearing it, but at the same time imbibing it, merging it in our hearts. You will not let it come out of your heart, will you? What is the heart? Heart is the intellect. Baba says that it should go deep in the heart, touch the intellect so deeply. You just merge it in your heart. So, on this day, those sitting in the first row, should Baba tell you, then at least nod. Teachers, you may nod in agreement. You are waving your flags very well. Double foreigners, should Baba tell you, you will have to bind yourself in this. Only then say yes for Baba to tell you. Don't say it just like that. Baba has seen that for 70 years. Whenever Baba comes and says to raise hands, children are raising hands with all the zeal and enthusiasm, but then that lasts for few days, or only for that moment sometimes. So Baba says that don't just say it for the sake of saying, but then understand and say it. So Baba says, Baba has seen that for 70 years, you have just played games of carelessness, laziness, and giving excuses. So the reason that we're not able to keep up the promise that we make to Baba, the reason is carelessness, laziness, and excuses. Okay, if not 70, then it has been 50, 40, 30, 20 years. Variety children are there. So Baba says, Whenever they start, they have been those many years. So for all that time, Baba has seen a lot of games of these three things that the children play. On this day, devotees stay awake. They do Jagran at night. They do not go to sleep. So what is the Jagran for you children? Which sleep do you repeatedly go to sleep in? You comfortably go to sleep in the sleep of carelessness, laziness, and giving excuses. So today, Bap Dada wants to see you doing Jagran of these three things at all times. Throughout the Sangam Yuga, let these three things not come in: carelessness, laziness, and excuses. Whenever you see that you're getting angry, arrogant, or greedy, then what do you say as an excuse? Dada can see a trademark whenever any situation arises. What do you say then? This is okay. It happens all the time. You don't know who has made do with it. The words you use are: this happens all the time. It happens like this all the time. This is not anything new. This happens all the time. What is all that? So Baba says, all the excuses that we give. Is that not carelessness? This one is doing this way too. We see others and we say, okay, it's okay. And Baba says, no. In order to protect themselves from anger, the majority would say, that one did this, and that this is why this happened. They would not say, where was I wrong? What I did was wrong. So they will never say this. So this thing happened, that one did this, and that was why this happened. It is very easy to blame others. If that one didn't do that, then this would not have happened. If the father says something, you would not do that. If that one does something, then this will happen. So can you not finish anger by following the father's Srimad? No, we are like seeing others and we are following them. Okay, they did this, so this happened. They did that, so that happened. So Baba says, can you not follow Baba? So whatever he's saying, his Srimad. Okay, Baba said this, so I did this. Why don't we use this attitude in the right way? The same statement in the right way. Okay, Baba has said not to react. So even if the situation was demanding reaction, I didn't react. But we don't use this, put up this in this way. So Baba is now asking the same thing, that if Baba says something, can't we follow the Srimad unconditionally? Nowadays, there are many types of bossiness, a child of anger. There are different children of anger. So one Baba is now telling here. So today, will you make a vow for the other four too? The majority of you have specially had the determined thought for the first thing. Similarly, have the same thought for the other four. Attachment, greed, anger, and ego. So do not give excuses for this. This one did this, and that was why this was done by me. But you don't remember what the father repeatedly tells you. You remember what the other person did. So this is also giving excuses. Is it not? So today, Bab Dada wants the birthday gift of these three things which make you become slack in the fourth thing. The sanskars have to be faced. This is not facing the sanskar, but it is a paper. It is the study of one birth and attainment for the whole cycle. It's a paper. It's not only we are facing it and it is a short-term thing, but then Baba says it's a question paper which if you pass, then you have the attainment for the whole cycle. Okay? So wherever we are, it is just for our own growth. The people, the situation, it is meant for our own growth. So Baba says that if we pass this, then we have attainment for the whole cycle. The fortune of the kingdom for half the cycle and being worthy of worship for half the cycle. The attainment for the whole cycle. So Baba says, It is the attainment of the whole cycle. So Baba is saying, now do you have the courage for this, for making this promise? We will make effort, we will pay attention. Baba doesn't want those who leave everything to the future, singing, we will do this, we will do that. You are not little children. 70 years are not finishing. It is children who are 3 to 4 months old who speak such language. You are father's companion. Companion meaning you should have that level of understanding, maturity, spiritual maturity, father's companion. Are you not? You are world benefactors. 70 years are now being completed for that. And now this time it would be how many years? 86 years of completion? Around. So Baba says that understand the time also. Bab Dada is not going to ask you to raise your hands because Bab Dada has seen that even after raising your hands, you sometimes become careless. But those who feel that no matter what happens, even if a test paper as big as a mountain come to you, you will change the mountain into cotton wool. Do you have the courage to have such determined thoughts? Because you have very good thoughts, even Bab Dada is pleased with you when you have those thoughts. But what is it? But we don't implement them. So Baba says, for 70 years, you have let yourself be slack in this, in implementation. Good thoughts we have, determined thoughts, but we don't put it into action. So however, Bab Dada sees that there is no guarantee for time. And on the basis of knowledge, every aspect of effort is connected with the practice over a long period of time. लंबे काल का पुरुषार्थ. तो हमने जो भी promise किया है, we have to keep it for a long period of time. Only then can there'll be some attainment or transformation. Okay, you may say that you will do it now since it is connected with the account of a long period of time. What is the attainment that each one wants? Now, Baba will ask you to raise hands. What is the attainment that each one wants? We want the kingdom or we want the attainment for a long, long time. So, this is directly connected to a promise that how have we kept the promise? It is the short term or it is for the long time. How long we have maintained and sustained our sthiti. It is based, our attainments is based on that. So Baba says, what is the attainment that each one wants? Will anyone become Ram or Sita? Those who wish to become Ram, Sita, raise your hands. You will receive a kingdom. Some are raising their hands. So at that time, some raised hands that they'll come in Treta Yuga. So will you become Ram and Sita and not Lakshmi Narayan? Are any of those among the double foreigners raising hands? So becoming Lakshmi Narayan means having attainment for a very, very long time. So Baba says, then that level of Purusharth and that continuity in Purusharth, we should maintain here for a long time. So Baba says, so there has to be a long period of time in every respect. You now have the sanskars of a long period of time, of 63 births. And so you say, do you not, that your intention was not there, but your sanskar, they work. So that is an account over a long period of time. So in Satyuga also, we are not intending to do good, but then our sanskars are working. So how those sanskars have been formed, it is in this Sangam Yuga that we have kept in attention for a long period of time, that they're working naturally there. Like the sanskars of 63 births, they work naturally today in this birth also. So Baba says that much determination you should have to sustain the sanskars, what Bab Dada is giving us. So Baba says you don't have to give excuses. Okay, it will happen. Who has become perfect? All these are excuses. When you don't have courage, you say this. Even the Maharathi do this. There are different excuses. So Baba Dada is asking you, when a Maharathi makes a mistake, is that when a Maharathi at that time? So why do you spoil the name of Maharathi? If they're making mistake, they're not Maharati. So today, Baba Dada is asking us to have that courage that no matter what, we are going to keep our promise. Baba Dada has come to take the gift of finishing the account. Let us make this determined thought that we're going to finish the old account. The account book of weakness, giving excuses. It is a very big book and it has to be finished. So each one of you who feels that you will definitely demonstrate this, that you have to do it, that you have to bow down and change yourself, you have to celebrate the transformation ceremony. So those of you who feel that you will have that thought, raise your hands. So it is firm or just ordinary? There are ordinary thoughts and thoughts that are determined. So have you all had a firm thought? Have you had a firm thought? Those from Madhuban now is asking whether you have had the firm thought. Bab Dada is pleased. So today's gift is a beautiful gift. Bab Dada is also pleased because you are not alone. Following you in your kingdom are your royal family members. We are with Baba, and with us, we have the royal family members. So your royal subjects, and then in the copper age, your devotees. So there are three types of devotees, Sato, Rajo, and Tamo. There's a long line behind you. Baba is making us realize our responsibility, that we can't give excuses. Now, even the Brahmin family is also very clever in watching you. So now have that determined thoughts. Everybody's seeing you, you're on the stage, they're watching you. So when there is a conflict of sanskars, when there's a difference of opinion because of their natures, their weakness, someone may have told a lie, and then there can be many things. But then Baba says, whenever anything happens, you have to be very, very careful and not come in the influence of it. So Baba says you have to verify it with the Father, and not come into action, but verify it. The true Father is with you. So even if the whole false world is on one side, then also one Father is with you. Your guaranteed victory is fixed. No one can shake you because the Father is with you. It's only that we have to remember that we are whose companion. So what they are saying is false. So let the falsehood remain false. Why do you increase it? Why do we think about it? Even thinking about it increases it. So today, the Father doesn't like the giving of excuses. This happened, that happened. Baba says, don't give excuses. Remember that Baba is with you. Do you like it? Will you finish giving excuses? Raise both hands. Okay, now you may have applaud for your own transformation. Everybody applauded at that time. So always keep in front of you this day, this time, and the picture of this gathering. Whenever any weakness comes, do not allow it to come. Close the gate. You know the gate, do you not? Close it. Keep it doubly closed. Put a double lock. What is this gate? Weakness, from where the vices or the Maya is entering. So keep it double locked. So Baba says, one is, what is that lock? One is the remembrance and other is keeping your mind busy in service. These are the two yuktis, remembering Baba and keeping our mind busy in seva, service, some or the other service. So put on these two almighty locks. So this is not Godrej lock, but God, almighty lock. So have a firm Jagran, make a firm bow. Bab Dada has deep love for every child, even if it is the last number child. Bab Dada has deep love even for that child. Why? Is any other father going to have such children? It is Bab Dada alone who has Brahmin children. No great soul, Mahamandleshwar or father of a religion, no matter who it is, has anyone received such children where every child says, my Baba. So is there anyone in the history also? Baba says, Baba is making us realize our importance and that how precious we are to him. So he's also singing the song of Vaha, children, Vaha. Okay, so this was today's Murli, where we listen to Baba and we also, with a lot of understanding, made some realization and some promises of transformation. So Shivratri, it is the true Jagran that we leave the carelessness and the excuses, and we put the double lock, one of Baba's remembrance and the other of seva, being busy in seva. That these are the yuktis, double lock that we put. So Baba says you have to make a purusharth of a long, long time so that you have a long attainment. So Baba gives today the blessing of purity and being combined, and Baba is also giving us that zeal and enthusiasm and asking us to keep our promises fixed, firm. Okay. Om Shanti.
We can have a minute of silence and then we can chant the Murli. We can unmute ourselves and we can share the points of the Murli.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
Very beautiful Murli, which reminds us on how fortunate we all are to be treated so well by Baba in spirit and in actual direction that he's even saying, Vah, children, Vah. It's a very touching thing that Baba has given us so much of high regard. And so it becomes even more important for us to ensure that whatever Baba has been guiding us, teaching us, we follow it with full zeal and enthusiasm. And I loved the example he gave that, you may have a mountain in front of you, but you think of it like a cotton wool. So when you apply that kind of thought process, you automatically will achieve the purity and the connection and, the celebration of all our birthdays together and transform ourselves truly. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. Very beautiful Murli. In this Murli, I just like the small example which Baba has given, that if anyone comes, it is because you have left the door open that they come. So why did you open the door? You have left the door of weakness open. To open the door of weakness means to invoke them. It's a beautiful, simple, and very touching example, which can be practically
Keep them, yes.
Beautiful.
And that to Baba, to this he added that how to keep it closed by putting a double lock. So seeing the double lock, even if you don't put a lock, they might come and knock. Even if you keep the door closed, but they might come and knock. But if you have kept a lock, they will not even come near to the door, because they know it's a door lock. And that too, Baba says double lock. One is of remembrance and one is being busy in seva.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you.
So today's Murli was basically on determination and firmness, and lots of blessings and regards and love of Baba. Yes.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Today's Murli, we both the father and the children are celebrating the birthday. And so we as a Brahmin souls have taken the vow of purity. And that is why it is in our, so it's a purity is that of, means what Brahmin souls achieve is that property, it is a personality and royalty of Brahmin life. So we have to keep this in, that this is a realization for our Brahmin life, that we have to keep this vow. Om Shanti.
Importance of purity. Yes.
Yes.
It's very important to keep us realize, because we also have to keep reminding ourselves,
Yes.
And एक बार पता चल गया, पर remind कराना and realize कराते रहना is the key. So Baba is saying that you have to keep your promise that you have made of purity. So realize that it is your personality, it is the true treasure, your property. So purity is that important.
Yes, because we have to follow the Father's Srimad and we need that purity for that. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So two churning points which we can pick from the Murli is like, one is, realizing ourselves and about this purity, and second is realizing the weakness also, which allow the vices, the negativities, the impurity to come in. And then what in implementation we have to do? Make a firm promise that whatever happen, whatever may happen, even a mountain come, but I'm not going to be shaken. And another thing that we have to implement is putting a double lock. So that is the true Jagran, what Baba says. So no blaming others, no excuses, no carelessness and laziness. These are the main weakness through which devices they enter. Weakness में ये तीन तो हैं ही. Today Baba has said that remain awake from the sleep of these three things, so that we can, conquer all the five vices and become completely pure, equal, and combined with Baba. This combined, we can practice this swaman that we're combined with Baba, and we have made a promise that we will be together and we will go together. So we have to keep up this promise that we make. Okay. Anyone has to share anything?
Bhavna, when your voice has not been heard.
Yes, Sister. Om Shanti. Today Baba said to stop giving excuses. Many Bharatis have the habit. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes, go ahead, Bhavna Ben.
Today Baba yes, Baba said that many Maharatis have the habit of giving excuses. So we have to stop giving excuses and promised Baba to fulfill his wishes and hopes. So we are the lambs of hopes, and we have to we have to remember that we are on the stage and Baba is with us. So remembering that, we have to stop giving excuses and situations where there are chances of Maya entering into from the open doors. Om Shanti.
Another Soman what Baba has given us. You're the lamps of Baba's hope. Yes, and that you're always on stage and there are eyes on you, many eyes on you, watching you. So you have to be that careful. You cannot be careless. Okay. Okay. So if there are no more sharings, then we can again now meditate and reflect on today's Murli.
Amrita Ben, before taking up the meditation, we have an announcement. So I shall share the screen for that. So we have Om Shanti. Hope I'm audible. We have a special session this Sunday, that is 20th February. The session is facilitated by Dr. Mohit Gupta. We shall conduct the session on the topic Healthy Heart and Happy Mind. It is a combined session of Hindi as well as English Avyak Murli Club. Please note the time. It is 1.5 hour session. So the session will begin sharp at 5 a.m. and it will last till 6:30 a.m. So we invite all the brothers and sisters to join this session, and we also invite other souls who would like to join this session. Thank you so much. Amritaben, now you can please continue with the meditation.
Yes. So we'll remember Baba. So let us just sit and prepare our minds. Reflect on today's Murli. Connecting with the self. Seeing ourselves with Baba's vision. Of high regard and worthiness. I am a careful, determined soul. I am combined with the Supreme. Shiv Baba is my companion. The Almighty is my companion. He is on my side. I'm not alone. All his powers are with me. Experience his company. This state of being combined. I'm empowered, firm to keep my promises, to remain awake all the time, unconditionally, without excuses. Baba is giving me blessing of purity. Purity is my personality, my property. I am Brahmachari. obtaining the powers of Baba, obtaining his love and his vision for me. I make a plan to follow his Srimad, keep his words, for a long, long time, unconditionally, firmly. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Amritaben. And thank you, all of you. See you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Have a beautiful day.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you very much, sister.